Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Poppin' Off. I'm your host, Pd PopOff, and today we're going to get right into it, man. So, we had some shit happen at the YMCA, and look, this is how I know that I am growing as a person. That I didn't freak out, I didn't lose my shit. I wanted to, but I didn't. So, all right, where do we begin? So, I'm not trying to sound like an elitist piece of shit, a pretentious smug scumbag, because I'm really not. So I'm not trying to sound like that, but I do know that what I'm about to say is definitely going to have those undertones. And you know what? Fuck you. Don't care. I know what I am. I'm a fucking trailer park kid who has grinded his way to lower middle class. Fuck you. Okay? And what we're going to say here is we're at the YMCA. I go to the gym just about every day, 4 to 5 times a week, trying to lose some pounds, trying to get into a better, healthier lifestyle, getting older. These things, I think about these things. And I'm at the gym, and at this particular branch of the YMCA, they do a lot for homeless people, which is great. I'm all for it, man. But with that being said, you have to understand that homeless people also bring their lifestyle into the YMCA, right? Right. So, this is how it starts off, man. I go into the sauna because that's my little slice of heaven. You understand? The sauna is my little slice of heaven. I like to sweat it out, dude. Sweat it out, dude. All right? And I'm in the sauna, and as soon as you open that door, dude, you are just greeted with the most foul smell that I've ever come across. I mean, it's pungent. It gets right up in your nose follicles, and it's hard hitting, dude. It's hard hitting, right? And I had to double back. I was like, whoa! I did a little double take. You know what I mean? And I noticed that somebody put their clothes, their sweaty, nasty, funky clothes, on the little guardrail. The little I don't know what you would call it. It's like a wooden guardrail that surrounds the heater and the sauna. And they're using that to dry their clothes off. They're using that to dry their clothes and their towel off. That's what stinks. Because I go 4 or 5 times a week, man. I know what that goddamn sauna smells like. All right. It's supposed to have like a wood, like a very woody pause, a very wood type smell. Like it has a very distinct smell. If you use a sauna, you know what I'm talking about. But no, dude, I open up the door and I'm just fucking Mike Tyson greeted with a punch of pungent odor, dude. And it was so offensive that I had to collect myself. Because, mind you, on this goddamn sign, there's a sign, dude, all right? As soon as you go into the sauna, there is a sign. It's a big sign. And it gives you the do's and don'ts of the sauna. Proper sauna etiquette, right? Like it gives you an outline. And number 5 on that goddamn list, the sauna is not to be used as a drying rack for your personal items, as it could be a potential fire hazard or could cause mildew and mold. Right? Right. Now, I pay good money to go to this YMCA. Now, look, this is where it's going to get elitist. This is where it's going to get pretentious. Fuck you, don't care. But I pay pretty decent money monthly to use this facility. And I also rent a locker. Right? So I use this facility but I pay for it. Therefore, I take care of it, right? I take care of it. And yeah, when I did my little double back, I obviously I noticed this homeless gentleman who I see quite frequently there. I wouldn't say I see him, 4 out of the 5 times that I go weekly, but I see him maybe once or twice a week. And I already know it's him. Like, there's no assumptions. I know it's him. But I did the pleasant thing. I took the path of least resistance, right? I just said there was 2 gentlemen sitting there. One of them's a homeless guy. And he's a weirdo. Not because he's homeless, but because he's a weirdo. Like, he sits there naked. He's probably in his 70s. He's got white hair, but it's tinged yellow from nicotine. And I'm not trying to sound pretentious. I smoke. I get it. All right. And I say, "Excuse me, gentlemen." And they go, "Yeah, what's up, bud?" I go, "Hey, man, are those one of your guys' clothes on that on the heater thing?" And the homeless gentleman, he says, "Yeah, they're mine." I said, "Oh," I said, "Hey, not to sound like a dick. I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm not trying to be rude, but is there any way that you could take them off the heater?" And he goes, "How come?" I said, "Oh," and I kind of panicked, dude, because I didn't know what to say, right? Like, I don't want to, like, I'm not that guy, dude. I mean, I can be that guy if you piss me off, right? Or if we're getting in a confrontation, but I don't have the heart in me to just be like, "Oh, because they're sweaty, they nasty, and they fucking stink." Like, I don't got it in me to say that. So what I said was, I was like, "Oh," I was like, I got you. I made up a lie. I fucking lied, dude, and I don't feel bad about it. I said, "Oh," I was like, "Well, I kind of got yelled at last week because I was doing the same thing. My friend is on the chair. He's on the chair. He's on the board," which is true. My friend is on the board. He is a chair. I said, and, I was asked to just set a better example, do my due diligence. I was like, I got kind of reprimanded about it. So in turn, I'm passing it along. And rightfully so, he was aggravated, right? He was aggravated. But he did take his shit off of there. He took his shit off of there. I go and I sit down in the sauna and I'm chilling. And I want to give you guys like a kind of a description of what this guy looks like, right? He's older, late 60s, early 70s. He's about 5'7", 5'8", not big guy. He's got a little beer belly. Not little, he's got a beer belly. He's got a gut, right? But all his other appendages, his limbs, right? He's skinny. He's got a long Grizzly Adams fucking white beard, tinged yellow, and a George Costanza long hair, right? Like kind of like George Costanza mixed with Hulk Hogan, but it's white, tinged yellow. Like if I'm being honest, dude, he kind of looks like a fucking vagrant Santa Claus. He looks like the Santa Claus you would see outside of Walmart ringing the bell, right? But he doesn't work at the Salvation Army. He works for himself. You know what I mean? Like that's what we're looking at. Except this Santa's naked, cock and balls out, not giving a fuck. And so there's your description. So now I'm sitting in the sauna after he removes his fucking nasty, stinky clothes, and he comes in the sauna, dude. Oh, yes, dude. He comes in the sauna. Now we're face to face, dude, with confrontation. Love it. Like, here's a little insider tip about me, right? Like, sometimes I enjoy confrontation. What I've noticed about myself is I enjoy confrontation when I know that I can win. When I know that I'm going to win and I know that there's no pushback and I'm the dominant alpha male in the situation. Now, if there's any kind of pushback, especially if there's pushback with really good and valid points, oh, your boy turns into a coward. Oh, yeah, dude. And the worst is with females because I come from a family, a very strong family of very strong females. Like me and my uncle, we're the only, besides my grandpa, we're the only boys in the family. You know, we're talking two, two, two female cousins, three female aunts. You know, my mom, and on my biological dad's side, you know, my uncle Harry, that God rest his soul, but everybody else was female, right? So I come from a long line. I think I used the wrong word earlier. I think I said strong, but no, I come from a long line, a long lineage of very strong, independent females, alpha females, who are all very prosperous in their own rights and their own careers and very prestigious. I'm talking, you know, I'm not going to put business out there, but big name colleges, careers. And then you got me, right? Like the fucking high school graduate who dropped out of college, got addicted to drugs, alcohol, became a truck driver, right? So like I've always kind of felt inadequate in that sense. But nonetheless, let's not fucking veer off here, all right? Your boy turns into a coward. He gets sheepish when confronted with very strong, opinionated people that have facts to back up what they're saying. And 9 times out of 10, I used to resort to, oh, well, you're fucking stupid. Shut up. You know, and I'd call them a word, a few words, right? Like I would double down and then I'd just get defiant, mean, and rude. Like all intelligent conversation and rational language has gone out the window. Oh, yeah, you're fucking retarded. Fuck you, retard. Like that's, you know, I go third grade, dude. You know, when they go low, I go fucking lower, dude. I go lower, dude. Limbo champ here. Okay? Limbo champ, dude. I'll go, hey, I'll go as low as I need to go, bitch. Right? Because that's how I roll. But we're working on it. We're fucking working on it. We're getting better. We're getting better. So, you know, homeless Santa comes into the sauna now, and now, dude, I'm fucking I'm face to face with confrontation, dude. And he sits down. Whole sauna's open. Whole sauna's open. And he sits down right next to me. And it just still stinks. It still stinks, dude. Worse than Pakistan and India. It just stinks. And I'm keeping it cool. I'm trying to be cool, calm, collected, and polite. And he starts talking. He says, you know, whoever told you that's full of shit ain't going to cause no mildew or mold. And now I just got to go with the lie. I got to go with the lie that I told him initially. Like, oh, yeah, no, dude, I know. Look, hey, man, I didn't mean to be rude. I wasn't trying to be a dick, right? But I had to say something because I'm still spiteful that somebody told me. Therefore, I'm transferring and passing the savings on to you. And he's giggled. He was like, I can appreciate that. All a lie. All a lie, dude. All a lie. Because I fear the confrontation. All a lie, dude. And he gets chopping it up. He's like, oh, they just want to get more money out of you. And it took a lot of restraint because I'm like, hey, man, you don't pay. I fucking paid. Like, in my mind, I'm like, hey, man, you're over there bitching about money and they need this, that. And he's like, oh, well, you know, they threw out a perfectly good set of weights. But that's all right. I went and scrapped them from the dumpster. I'm going to sell them. I'm just like, oh, hell yeah, dude. Yes, dude, we're checking all the boxes. Yes, we are. What's up? And I'm just sitting there, eyes closed, sweating in the sauna, talking to fucking homeless Santa, dude. And it's rolling along. We're rolling along. Rolling along, dude. And I'm just letting him vent because clearly, I upset him, right? Me asking him to remove his stinky, smelly goddamn clothes off of the sauna rack upset him. And I said, yeah, I said, hey, man, like, I know, like I said, I'm sorry, man. I wasn't trying to be rude. I'm like, now I feel bad. And the most beautiful thing happened. The most beautiful thing happened. He says, no, don't be sorry. I figured it was going to be said anyway. Figured I might as well do it. It says right on the door not to do it, but I did it anyway. There you go. There you go. He admitted that it's on the door. He saw it anyway, and he did it anyway. And he said, I saw it on the door. I figured, well, it's right there on the door. I can't be mad at you. I mean, hell, you probably, if I don't do it, you're just going to snitch on me. And then I looked at him. I said, nah, man. I said, hey, dude, that's not what I do. I said, even though my friend is on the board, the committee, the board of committee or whatever, I'm not going to snitch on you, man. I go, you're an adult. I'm an adult. I'll just ask you politely. And if you don't do it, you don't do it. It's not going to anger me. Now, this is a lie, too, because it was going to anger. If he didn't do it, it was going to anger me. But I would have just sat there and I'd be popping off about something completely different, right? I wouldn't have done anything. I'm not going to snitch on you, dude. That's not what I do. And I told him, nah, man, I wasn't going to snitch on you, dude. You're an adult. I'm an adult. You're either going to do it or you're not going to do it. Like no love lost, man. And he's like, well, yeah, it's just the right thing to do because it does say on that sign not to. And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I think their main thing is a fire hazard. He goes, that's what I was thinking. Now, in my mind, it says right there on the goddamn door as a potential fire hazard. So, like, it's not what you're thinking, dude. That is what it says on the door. But anyway, I digress. And he admitted it. Oh, yeah, I did it. I read it, but I did it anyway. Now, kudos, hats off to the other guy that was out there talking to homeless Santa. Hats off to him because he said, fuck you, fat boy. I'm leaving my goddamn towel on that dry rack. But my beef's not with that because your towel didn't stink, sir. So, hats off to you, sir. Homeless Santa, however, I'm proud of you. But that's not where the story ends because now, everything was smooth sailing, dude. Right? Like we came to this conclusion. We figured it out. I lied through my teeth to him to avoid the confrontation, and he left feeling better about himself. I got to leave feeling better about myself. It's not stinking in there, and maybe he won't do it anymore because he's a repeat offender, whatever. So, story's not over. Listen to this. Story's not over. Listen to this bullshit. Now, at the Y, they got shower stalls. They have a big communal shower, and then they also have shower stalls. Okay. I go into the stall because I don't like, just being naked out in the communal shower. It's fucking weird to me. I don't want people looking at my dick and balls, and I don't want to look at old people dick and balls. And if you've ever been to the Y or any kind of gym, it is like an unspoken rule that if you are 65 and above, you are required to be naked. It's like an unspoken goddamn rule. You are required to be naked. And not just be naked, but be free-loving naked. Walk around. Put your leg up on the bench. Dry your nuts off. Have fucking casual conversations with people with your dick and balls just flopping and chilling. That's, all right, hey, I'm not that modest, man, right? I'm not that modest, but I'm also not that goddamn brave. I am not that goddamn brave, dude. Like, hey, dude. Hey, man. Put some goddamn drawers on. Okay? Put your jock strap on, dude, because I'm scared that if I walk to the left, I might step on one of your fucking droopy, low-hanging testicles, dude. Put your fucking jock strap on. But nonetheless, if you're 65 and over, it's a rite of passage. It's a requirement in all gyms, I guess. And all gyms, every gym I've been to, that's been the fucking common theme, dude. That's been the common goddamn denominator. But it gets better. So I'm in the stall. I'm lathering up. Oh, yeah, soak it in, guys. Ladies, gentlemen, soak it in. I'm lathering up. Okay? I look down. Just take a casual glance. I just take a casual glance down. And from the stall right next to me, dude, I see yellow liquid. I see yellow liquid encroaching upon my foot. Picture it. I just want you to picture it. I'm standing there lathering up. I look down, and there is yellow liquid, which one can only assume is piss, encroaching on my foot. And the reason it's encroaching upon my foot is because the drainage fucking hole is on my side. Couldn't help it. Couldn't help it. Could not help it. I said, hey, you pissing in the shower? Hey, keep your piss on your side. I didn't hear a word back. But that yellow stream, that yellow puddle that was encroaching upon my goddamn foot, upon my goddamn metatarsals, all right, dissipated it really quickly. Yep. So now I'm pissed, dude. Literally pissed. Pissed off, pissed on, all of it. Not happy, dude. Not fucking happy. I rinse off. I get my shower. I rinse off. I get my towel. I hop out of the shower. And wouldn't you know, dude? Oh, you guys already know. You guys already know. I don't even have to say it. You already. I can't make this shit up. You guys already know who it was. Yep. I open the door. That door opens up at the same exact time, dude. And it's homeless goddamn Santa. So you know what? Hey, kudos to you, homeless Santa. You won, dude. You won. You won. You might have, hey, you might have taken your clothes off the sauna rack, but you got the last laugh because you pissed on my foot, dude. So my hat's off to you, dude. Kudos to you, sir. And you know, this is where my brain goes, right? I think he did it on purpose. Like we all piss in the shower, right? Like that's nothing. That's not crazy. Even at the Y, like yeah, people piss in the shower. Who gives a fuck, right? Right. I mean, they have stalls and urinals to prevent that, but hey, like whatever. I get it. I don't give a shit. But you pissed on my foot, dog. And here's why I think he did it on purpose. This is why I think he did it on purpose. Because when I rinsed off, toweled up, and exited that stall door, he exited his stall door at the same exact time. Now, if it were on accident, right? If it were me and I pissed on somebody and they made a racket and said, hey, you're pissing on my foot. Keep your piss on your side of the shower. I would be mortified and embarrassed. I wouldn't want anybody to see my face, right? It's like, all I can think about is like if I'm in the bathroom taking a shit, right? And somebody comes and knocks on the stall door. I don't know about you, dude. I don't know about you, dude. They don't even have to knock, dude. If they hear me, if they know I'm in there taking a shit, I wait for those motherfuckers to piss, wash up, and leave, dude. You don't look at me. Don't you even look at me, dude. I don't want you to see me exiting the stall. I don't want you to see who's responsible for those smells and for those sounds. But homeless Santa didn't give two goddamn fucks, let alone one. He didn't give a shit. He opened that stall door. Now, here's the thing: is we didn't make eye contact. We did not make eye contact. I was looking at him like, motherfucker, what are you doing? But he didn't make eye contact with me. He just moseyed on about. Just moseyed on about. That's why I think he did it on purpose, dude. If it was on accident, either that or he just has no shame, right? Like, he could have waited. If it were me, hear me out, man. If it were me and I pissed on somebody's foot on accident, I would be supremely embarrassed, beyond mortified. And I would wait for that son of a bitch to walk away. And then I would make a swift exit. And I would cut around the corners. That way, plausible deniability. He doesn't know if it was me. He doesn't need to know if it was me. Right? Like, that's just me. But no, dude. He said, fuck you, fat boy. Fuck you, fat boy. You gonna tell me I can't use the sauna as a drying rack? Piss on your foot, bitch. So yeah, me and homeless Santa got beef now, dude. Because here's my thing, right? Is I'm gonna, hey, I'm pissed. Hey, I'm pissing on his foot, right? He ain't getting the last laugh, dude. I hit him with the lie. I lied to him out of fear of confrontation, but it was all well. Like, everything got smoothed over. He took his stinky ass fucking clothes off the sauna rack, because it's not a drying rack. It's a goddamn sauna. It's not a drying rack, you scum. But he pissed on my foot, and that, I feel, is more of a victory. I think that is more of a victory. I think if we're going on a scale, right, like a grade, like, I think me getting to move his shit from the sauna so it's not stanking up the place is like a 5. Like, I won, bitch. I won. But him pissing on my foot's like a 27, dude. Yeah. Yeah. So I got to piss on his foot, dude, but it's got to be a good one, dude, cuz I'm behind 22 points, man. I'm down 22 points in the fourth quarter, dude, and I'm not going to be bested by fucking homeless Santa, dude. Fuck you. So that's all I got to talk about today, ladies and gentlemen. You know, just watch where you're stepping. Don't fuck with homeless Santa. He's got a list. He's checking it twice. You know, he's going to find out who's naughty or nice. He's not dropping coal off. He's pissing on feet. Yep. So, hey, if you guys enjoy stupid videos, if you guys enjoy stupid memes, if you guys enjoy dark humor and fucked up humor, make sure to follow me on all social medias. I'm on the TikToks. I'm on the Mark Zucker books. I'm on the Instagram. I'm on X, aka Twitter. I'm on Clapper. I'm on the YouTube. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'm all over, dude. You can get your podcasts here at Apple. Oh, there, here, there, wherever. You can get it on Apple. You can get it on Spotify. You can get it on YouTube. Yeah, links to my socials are in the descriptions. Off you go, dude.